It's the island of North America.
Yeah. Hey guys, and welcome to another chapter of the Malt Chronicles. Before we start, we just want to say a big, massive thank you. Thank you to all those who have subscribed, who have viewed what we are making, liked what we are making, and please, if you haven't seen it, come check us out. We're all about drinking some whiskey and having some fun. Talk about fun. Leave you up with the little fluttery one over here.
So obviously it was my turn today to bring something, and the boys aren't ready for it.
Yeah, I wasn't ready for this.
I was ready for this.
Do you want to see what's in the box, or do you want to see what's in the box?
I want to see what's in the box.
Okay, I'm just gonna take my jumper off. See if you can work out what that is.
Holy moly! Okay. Well.
So Jack Daniel's bottling bond.
Interesting. Bottling Bond. James Bond. The bottling James Bond. Huh. Wow.
Let's see how these two numpties got on in the blind.
Let's not. Please. Oh.
More burning wood, burning houses.
I get more of a rich winter fruits like dates, jammy notes. No, it does actually smell like it should be a mature whiskey. Yeah, so I'm gonna say that is very, very influenced by sherry cask. Hints of spiciness coming through as well.
I'm just gonna try.
Wow,
That was long.
that is long. It's almost like a story.
It's very thick. Sweetness, thickness, added to loads of wood, cask influence. What's the ABV on that?
I'm gonna say like 46.
Yeah, it's quite soft.
Yeah. Where would you say this is from? This is what's throwing me. Where would you think this is from?
I would say you go first and I go second.
Okay. I'm confused on on whereabouts it's from a blind tasting. But I'm going to say it's not Speyside, and I'm going to say it's one of the islands.
I'm gonna say this is. I'm gonna actually name you the island.
Go
where
for
this
it.
whiskey is coming
Please.
from. It's the island of North America.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a very interesting bourbon.
Price.
Price, I'm going to say, on a beauty like this, probably around about 40 to 45.
I'm gonna stick with 35, around 35 pounds.
35 pounds. Okay. I'm going to go first, and I'm going to score it a solid 4.
Funny enough, I'm gonna score it a solid 4 as well.
Did you guys enjoy that?
Impressed. I'm impressed. I'm very impressed.
No, I like the bottling bond. It completely threw me. A massive curveball today. Completely bamboozled. Go ahead.
So, what I brought today is Jack Daniel's. Actually, Jack Daniel's bottling bond.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't know what bottling bond is, I'm going to just do a quick 5 minutes on what bottling bond is. So, Jack Daniel's was part of the group that wanted to get bottling bond in place to try and regulate whiskey and try and make it a little bit better, so American whiskey. And bottling bond means that you have to have a product from one season. Has to be bottled in bond, so you actually have to have a licensed place to bottle it, and it has to be held there for 4 years minimum. So that means you got a minimum 4-year-old whiskey.
ABV?
ABV has to be a minimum of 50, or
50.
if you're in America, 100 proof. So that's 50% alcohol, and you guys
soft.
did not pick it up on the blind.
not
It's
at all.
so
It is so
incredibly soft.
Yeah.
They've done a fantastic job
Yeah.
with this. And so that's what bottling bond is. So just a quick brief thing.
Now when you see a label that says bottling bond, it actually
Bottling
means
bond.
something.
Yeah, you actually have to have that on your bottle as well. If it's a bottle and bond, you have to, by law, have the words bottle and bond in bold letters. That's what they say as
In bold letters.
In bold letters.
Bold letters.
Has to be in bold letters. That's what the regulation says. I sat through and read a lot of regulation on American whiskey to find something out. Mainly because I wanted to compare this to standard.
Oh,
And just under there, just beneath you, the one with the sticker on, that is your standard JD number 7.
That is a fun little sticker. For those you can't see, it's a present. It's actually a sticker of a present.
So I wanted to compare them side by side, so that you got
Merry Christmas.
Merry
got
Christmas.
to compare the bottle and bond and what that means.
I might need a little bit more bottle and bond.
Yeah, well, you can't have any. So yeah, I wanted you guys to be able to literally sit and dive into that. We're going to shoot away to a segue because of the reason I've brought Jack Daniels is actually I went to America with Jack Daniels, hence this t-shirt. I went for the 150th anniversary of JD, hence the 150 these guys just mentioned earlier. So I'm just going to show you a couple of pictures of what we did there whilst these guys dig into those two a little bit. So the bottle and bond, this JD bottle and bond can't be the same as the other bottle and bond. They can't mix the two in the warehouse. So with the number 7, they mix several thousand barrels in the warehouse to produce JD number 7.
Yeah,
With that, they're not mixing from 2 different warehouses. It has to be from that season.
This is more. Bottle and bond is more rounded.
definitely
All
more
the
rounded.
flavors are coming together.
100%.
On the finish, the classic one, it starts sweet.
Yeah.
There is a bit of charred barrels in there, but there's a rough edge to it. There's like a bitter finish that's very much present.
So this would be normally like 3 years?
No, I actually had to go do a lot of digging on that as well. So it is actually 4 years.
4 years,
and
okay.
For an American whiskey, you have to be a minimum of 2 years.
Yeah.
But if you're anything under 4 years, you actually have to have an age statement saying that you're under that.
Really?
And JD obviously doesn't. So that means after doing too much research, it's a mix of 4 year and some slightly older ones.
I think it's up to 12.
To them, yeah, they claim that it's up to 10.
Oh, so it's like a marriage.
So yeah, marrying of
Okay.
a couple of ages, but the youngest will be at least 4 years because
Okay.
otherwise they have to say
So on the classic one, it's at least
4 years. Yes,
Wow.
it's the same as bourbon, and you have to remember bourbon and Tennessee whiskey, two different things,
yeah.
two totally different things. Well, not really. All they actually do to make this Tennessee whiskey is filter it through charcoal.
Yep.
That suddenly makes it Tennessee whiskey.
Salmash whiskey.
Yeah, Tennessee whiskey.
Yep.
How many barrels? They to keep this consistency at this level, they should have
They produce
millions.
thousands. So literally, this is what's actually
Just
on my
like one
t-shirt.
of the warehouses.
This is a
And how many
picture of a
warehouses
warehouse.
were there?
There were hundreds. They've got acres
Seriously?
and
Whoa.
acres of warehouses. Hundreds.
Yeah.
Like literally, you look and they take you round. So Tennessee, Lynchburg is tiny.
Yep.
And the whole thing is Jack Daniels. Literally, the whole entire town is just JD. That you can't even go and buy just a dram, let alone a bottle.
It's a dry
of JD.
state.
Yeah, it's a dry state. You can only buy at the distillery as a visitor. So if you go around and do a visitor tour, you actually are allowed to go into their store and buy a bottle from them, but it can't be consumed.
So if you go in a bar, can you order a pint?
There isn't a bar. There's no bar.
So it's just JD warehouses.
It's literally just JD. JD own the town, everything, and people that work at the distillery. I've met some.
Yeah.
There'll be some in the link earlier.
Okay.
You'll see some pictures of me and some people that I met. And they actually travel just outside of the state, buy their alcohol and bring it back to
And bring
drink
it back. Okay.
So they can drink it.
You can drink
you
it.
can actually
but
drink it
you can't
there.
purchase alcohol to drink
Okay, fair enough.
in the state.
What's the fun in that?
I know.
The idea is actually to keep it quite a quaint town. They don't want lots of bars to come in and overrun the
Fair
area.
enough.
So it's because of literally the whole town is run by Jack Daniels.
So that's a liter.
That's a litre
That's
bottle.
a
Yes.
litre. It's very, very good.
So the reason it's a litre is actually I got this picked up in duty free. It is a travel exclusive.
Oh, okay.
I got this picked up by someone. It actually cost me £23.
£23.
£23 for a litre.
Wow.
Which is really good. And I picked
It's
up.
really good, man.
I picked up the standard JD for £16, which was on promo at Tesco's, and I think we can all devise the The flavour isn't as rounded in
Yeah.
in the standard Jack, and in the bottle and bond there's so much more depth in it.
Definitely.
The alcohol. You don't notice the alcohol.
No, you don't.
I notice the alcohol more on the 40% spirit than I do on the 50.
It's 50%. Do you know what? I actually prefer this. I'm going to make a bold statement right now.
Guys, hi. Another statement.
I actually prefer this to the single barrel.
Oh yeah, 100%.
To the Jack Daniel's single barrel.
I don't even think that's a bold statement. I think that's a standard statement. No, I do
haven't
prefer
tried-
this.
I haven't tried this.
No.
You haven't tried the single barrel? You need to try the single barrel.
Still young.
That's
also-
another video.
I want
We'll do that.
to talk to you guys about some flavours that I personally get from this.
Mhm.
Now, earlier on we heard what these guys got from this in a blind tasting. I get lots of toffee. The toffee is so apparent in this, and I get lots of brown sugar. The sweetness is just there,
Yeah.
but then it's so smooth and mellow, and then you get this lovely woody note, but like a wood that's been dried out. That you can smell the wood. So like, you know, after it rains, if you ever smell wood after it rains in your
Okay.
house, that's the sort of smell.
Wow.
Like unbelievable. I really rate this. And comparing it
To the
back to
original.
my original,
It's flat.
it's not there. It's not.
It's just
There's
flat.
not as much there. It might be because we're experienced-ish drinkers.
Exactly.
That you're gonna pick these notes
I
out.
mean, this
but-
will appeal to someone who's just starting out, you know, and who just wants a mixer. So if you want to have like a Jack Daniels and Coke, don't use the bottle and bond. Yeah, we're gonna hide that away. Just use that to mix. This is clearly a sipping American whiskey.
It's a sipping sibling. There you go.
Sipping sibling.
It's a sipping sibling from Jack Daniels.
It is. Yeah, it is.
Now I want to go into scoring.
I'm gonna
Please.
give you a whiskey fact, and let's go back to Scotland for a second,
Mm-hmm.
as we went to America today. A whiskey fact. Right, apparently there's some 34 bottles of whiskey are exported every second from Scotland. 34 a second. With a population of 5.3 million people and more than 20 million barrels of whiskey in store, there is 4 times more barrels of whiskey in Scotland than people.
Wow.
4 times more.
4 times
4
more.
times more barrels of whiskey than people in Scotland.
That is insane.
That is absolutely
Four
insane.
No
times more.
wonder.
You're talking about 4 times more barrels. Each barrel holds at least 250 litres. So, yay.
I'm going to give it a 86. Really enjoyed it. Very well rounded. Very impressed because it's a Jack Daniels, and do you know what? I haven't been a fan of Jack Daniels lately, but this has brought me back into the game.
I'm gonna give it an 88. I was very impressed by the complexity, and for bonded whiskey that's 50%, it's actually very soft and mellow. And when you actually compare it to the normal one, you
Yeah.
see a big difference. And impressed.
Nice.
Now, as I said earlier, I love this. I think this is probably my favourite Jack Daniels product. Now, that's a bold statement.
It is a bold
And I've been there, I've tasted a few things. So I gave it an 89. So
Wow.
well done.
Fair enough. It is a beautiful, beautiful American whiskey.
Let's go with the good
Tennessee.
So, Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey.
On that note, we told you our story, now we want to hear your story, so please hit us up with a comment. Let us know if you've tried this before. Do you like it? What else do you want to see from Jack Daniels? Let us know. We're Malt Chronicles and we're out.
Bam.
Bam.